Shy guys of Reddit answer how women can boost their confidence. There's something rewarding that comes off of boosting a guy's confidence and hearing your crush confess to you. But like women, men are pretty hard to read sometimes. If you're curious about having them shoot their shot, then you're in luck because Starface Productions has compiled the answers. And right when you least expect it, soon he'll confess everything he likes about you. Before that, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for updates. Shy, introverted guys of Reddit, what can a girl do to make you feel comfortable, confident enough to shoot your shot? Or would you prefer that the girl takes the initiative and makes the first move? Occasionally sane. Make the first move. I remember meeting this girl years ago. Smart, great looking, well read, super informed, just awesome, way out of my league. We'd hang out, but I knew that she's just interested in me as a friend, and I didn't mind. We've been married for 3 years because she made the first move. Later, she explained every hint she threw my way and I was so oblivious, convinced it's just friendliness. Audio Man 15. I guess do the same things you'd expect us to do, even just come over and talk. I would expect this won't go down very well, but I'll say it anyway. The thing that holds me back from talking to girls is the sense of if I think she's cute, then chances are everyone does. And she's fed up of being harassed by guys, so I should just leave her alone. Obviously, if a girl were to make the first move, then that would mitigate that idea to a certain extent. I hate meth. Stop making it a game. Stop doing things because society said it's always been that way. If you like someone, tell them. Waffles. I prefer girls who actually show good hints. I'm very bad at getting hints and kind of take the first move or help me take it. Zach 1018. Anything that confirms she is interested in me romantically, really. Compliments, physical contact, lots of eye contact and smiles, etc. Basically anything that clearly telegraphs I am single and not just being platonically friendly with you. Shirun Sensei. Make the first move. I've seen so many people never hook up even though I knew both liked one another, solely because the girl was waiting for the guy to make the first move, and the guy didn't want to lose her as a friend in case she doesn't reciprocate. Lights out. Well, on top of being shy, introverted, I'm not very desirable. So I don't think I'll ever be comfortable around women. I've been put in enough friend zones to know that it's not just me being awkward. Even if a woman made the first move, I wouldn't believe it. LOL. Introverts tend to overthink. If you happen to have a crush on a shy guy, just be patient. You may have to guide him a little here and there, but a smile and some patience goes a long way. Some dudes are way more in their shells than others. Mr. Bones. I usually get very nervous around girls, except if they are family or simply just friends. I would never see myself asking someone if they like me, so I would have to rely on them to make the first move. Barani Fife. Most of the time, I just feel like a burden. I feel like shooting my shot is just one more thing some poor woman has to deal with, unless I see her initiate conversation. If she reaches out to me, it does so much to make me feel at ease and like I'm not a burden. Hell, I don't even really care about rejection at that point. I'm just glad I was valued enough in someone's eyes to be contacted. SQ14 War 0. General rule of thumb for any relationship or potential relationship. Treat them like farts. You don't want to force a fart. It has an increased chance of turning out to be a shitty accident. Cognitive departure. TLDR. You shoot your shot. Be clear that you're romantically, sexually interested. This was painfully me in middle high school. I was head over heels in love with this girl, but paralyzed by shyness. Everybody knew we liked each other. She literally wrote a poem about me being her mountain and gave it to me. Even with her sister and my cousin trying their hardest to push me to leave, I couldn't. She eventually, 5 years later, lost interest. Sorry Christine, I'm a blockhead. I was still in love with her but couldn't do anything about it. It was a big reason why I changed, which divorced parent I lived with my senior year. A girl at different school, other parents' house district, was much more forward. She took my first kiss. I found out I'm something of a HL dude. Turns out, I just needed a woman to be forward to awaken my libido. Baron Von Weasel. Honestly, don't let us start a conversation every time, and actually be engaged in whatever conversation you're having with said person. I usually become a lot more comfortable at that point. I use the word usually quite liberally, considering I haven't really liked that many people in that way. Oh dear. Shy lesbian here. If I find someone interesting, I'll message them first to test the waters. For some reason, texting is way easier than actually talking. Lol. If I end up liking them, I'll sort of tag alongside them in person. IDK a lot of things. Well, I don't take hints well, so I'd like her to be obvious that she likes me. Other than that, yeah, take on full initiative to ask me out. I only asked out one girl so far, but that's cause she was nice and sweet and I knew whatever her answer was, she was gonna say it nicely, which she did nicely reject my offer, and that didn't help honestly, and I'm back in my shell. So yeah, first two things, be obvious or take initiative. Irradiant Harpist. No, you don't have to make the first move. Just give me a reason to believe that you're interested in me. Ask me how I'm doing, ask me about my hobbies, maybe ask about getting involved in one of them. I might just be speaking for myself here, but the number one obstacle that's keeping me from asking you out is my default perception that you don't care about my existence. MatoPug33. I read through quite a few comments here and everyone is saying to shoot your shot. In my opinion, go out somewhere and after a movie, hiking, whatever you did, find a private place like a park and just sit and talk there. When there is nothing really to continue the conversation, just stay quiet for a minute and he might think of it as the perfect moment for it. If he doesn't, shoot your shot. That's kinda the way I'd do it if I were a girl and I would likely shoot my shot then. Also, shooting it over text or more casually isn't a bad thing. Just be sure he understands you. Good luck. Kill Destroy. My now wife was just not very good at hiding her feelings for me, which basically meant that when I decided to take the first shot, she handed me the gun. Pep DW. Pay attention to what you say. Pay attention to what you say. Often I feel paranoid that they aren't interested in me, I'm fucking it up, or have done something wrong. Just be interested in what they have to say and be open. The worst thing is when someone isn't honest. As for people like me who aren't great at relationships, even a lie you may think is harmless could affect the guy. Like, I'm too tired to talk, then goes out with family, friends. You aren't obligated to talk to a guy, but you should be honest with them. And a girl taking the initiative can help a lot. Chicken Boy Poo Poo. Don't act like the guy doesn't exist. I was trying to be more social in college and get out more. I used to message multiple women, not all at once, throughout college, and would always receive a response like an hour or two later, sometimes days, after I sent my message. I assumed either the person was busy or not interested in me. I found out through friends of theirs that each of these women were interested in me, but would purposely reply late because there was this notion that a guy would want you more if you act like he didn't exist. I kinda just became more introverted after that. Man in a chair. Make that first little move. Doesn't have to be significant, but enough to grab attention. Example, years ago, was hanging out with a few friends. My best friend started to some playful banter about some boy band. A girl who I was interested in got up and started to argue playfully back. I held up my hand to stop her, and as I did that, she interlaced her fingers and held my hand. That stopped me in my tracks. The look on her face as I looked back, I will never forget. That's when I knew this was all in the late 90s. And there you have it. It's usually about girls making the first move. What are your thoughts about this? Leave them in the comments below so we can know more. Anyway, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more updates. See ya!